what? We've watched these movies from iRobot, the movies with Will Smith, Terminator, Matrix, and much more. Now we're about to hop into this. I gave y'all my opinion and how I feel after we watched this interview with Sophia Stewart, and she speaks on her book, The Matrix, and the Terminator. For those of y'all that think that these two movies are two separate sagas, in reality, is one saga. It's really one saga. John Connor ends up being I forget what's his name, the chosen one from the Matrix. It's him older. Listen, if y'all seen the movies, y'all know what I'm talking about. But this lady predicted what's going to happen now. Allegedly, all this is supposed to be happening by next year, 2024. So don't be surprised if within the end of this year, or probably next year, or the end of next year, probably by 2025, we wake up and we're surrounded by fucking robots. We have AIs in the houses and much more. Like there's a show I was watching, I forgot what it was, but I'm gonna talk about it on the live one day. Y'all see. I was watching the show where they had the AIs as nannies and much more. It's just crazy. And then something happened, and then they try to blah blah whatever. But they looked like humans. They looked like me and you, kind of like them sex robots they got out already. They got skin and everything, like a clone kind of. But let me stop this sharing right here and let me start sharing, because I'm about to share my screen, and let's get started, and let's hop right into the interview with Sophia Stewart. Let's hop right into this interview. I love this interview. Listen, I love the way this guy did his interview. Shout out to this man right here. Let me see if I can get the name of it. Oh no, because I got this on Google, so I'm not sure if it's the DSN network, YouTube, Damatrixstudios network. Damatrixstudios. Okay, this interview happened October 27, 2021. So let's hop right into this interview. For those of y'all that don't know, this right here, shout out to this woman. We got to give her roses while she's still alive. Like, listen, this is right here, the creator of the Matrix and the Terminator. So let's get this interview started. I'm gonna react with this. I only watched like 5 minutes of this interview, so I am going to react. No, yeah. Wait, am I mixing the interviews up? No, I watched this interview. I think I watched this interview all the way up to like 60 minutes of it. I think I watched 5 minutes. It's another interview. I got like 3 interviews of Sophia Stewart that I want to talk when I talk about the robots and the AIs and much more. She has so many interviews. Y'all really got to go search up Sophia Stewart, and y'all will see where I'm coming from. So make sure I'm on the right interview while I'm at it. This is the one with the YouTuber, yeah, because I think she did another interview with another one. But we're gonna do this one, right? Because I had it all set up. This the one that I watched a nice good portion of, and I could actually sit here and react with y'all. I would love to hear your opinions though. But listen to what she has to say and the questions that this interviewer asked Sophia are great questions.
What they need to know, definitely.
Right.
And they need to know that
the producer's point of
view, The Matrix, the one and only Sophia Stewart in the building, well, on the screen with me today. How are you doing, Sophia?
I'm doing fine, but people need to know that I'm the owner and the creator of the Matrix and Terminator movie or film franchises. That's what they need to know.
Tell them, yo, because it's crazy how Hollywood try to really steal her material. And you see why I'm doing these videos the way I'm doing it. We were just learning about the copyrights and much more. And this is the lady that created the Terminator in the Matrix. She's one of the people that predicted what is going to happen now in this era.
Definitely.
Right.
And they need to know that
we're going to get right into that, because as you can see, what I was going to tell you, my intro is I created my studio. I've been a business owner for 21 years, and I created it based off of seeing the movie The Matrix. And as you can see, the background is The Matrix, and it's been that way forever. So to meet you, you are like my mother now. My mother's no longer here, so I'm going to call you the official mother of The Matrix. So
Well, I don't
welcome.
want to be called the mother of the Matrix because I'm not as old as your mother.
Hey,
I'm a
stop.
prodigy. I
Mhm.
skipped high school and went into college, got the degree in journalism, a double major in law and psychology. I went to school with Marcus Allen and Ronnie Lott, those guys, former
Football
pro
players, right?
football players.
Mhm.
The Matrix won 4 Oscars, and you guys wouldn't call the late Steve Jobs the father of Apple, and y'all wouldn't call Bill Gates the father of Microsoft. Y'all give them founders and owners and creators
Right.
of
Well,
their
that
companies. And I don't want to be called a tagline because I'm not in music. I'm not Jay-Z or Jigga,
right.
Sean Carter, and I'm not Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs.
Right.
Because see, those taglines identify, people with their brand. And
Mhm.
I don't want to be that. I want to be what I am, an owner and a creator,
So
which I became.
here's how this goes. I was privy of the scenario, but I didn't know the whole story. So this is perfect. That for somebody like me, it was brought to me because of what I've been following. I've been following the movie. So now this takes me back before that. So I'm gonna zap myself like I don't know anything, and then we're gonna go into and you're gonna explain to me your what happened so that I can understand what it is. So I if I offended you about that, I was only going by what.
No, you didn't offend me.
Yeah.
Listen, no one has offended me.
Right.
I need to correct everyone so they will stop spreading that rumor that I'm a tagline. A tagline doesn't give you anything. You know what I'm talking about? It just identifies you with the brand.
Got it. Okay, so
You know what I'm
let's get into
talking
your
about?
story. Forget about
Facts. It's like a lot of people that say, listen, I want to be considered a human being. I'm not a celebrity, but the celebrity is just their brand. That's who they are. They're actors, their character. Like whatever character they go into, they're not really that person. And it's crazy how people determine somebody because of a character that they do in a movie.
that. Let's go right into your your how you got it all started. I want to know about the book. Let's get right into that.
Well, I've written several books on Matrix and Terminator. Were you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay. But the first book and script that started it off was copyrighted 1981, 83, and 84.
So I think she's about to go into detail about how they stole her material. So I want y'all to really pay attention to what she says. Like really listen to what Sophia is saying, guys.
And it was way before Terminator came out, October the 26th, 1984. Matrix came out March the 31st, 1999. I am the only copyright holder and creator of Matrix and Terminator film franchises.
That is amazing. Those are some big franchises to be in that space with.
Oh, they're worth billions of dollars. They're worth $35 billion on up and counting. And this is something that Black people need to have pride in, because I'm talking about science fiction and Black leadership role way in 1981. Come on. I'm talking about the evolutions of consciousness. We're talking about the second coming of the Christ consciousness.
See how she's saying the evolution of the consciousness. Evolution of the consciousness.
Man versus the machines. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Right. And exactly. So that I want to get. This is called the producer's point of view because I love to speak to producers, directors, authors about your process. So back in the 80s, that was the crack era. I was a baby, I was a young kid at that time, and I know.
Yeah, because how old are you now?
I'm 46 now. 46.
Okay, so you were born in 1972 or something.
75.
75. Okay, well I was close. I wasn't far. I mean,
Yeah,
I got a good memory.
Yes, you do. So tell me about what it was like creating that storyline of man, machines, and being plugged in and unplugged, because that was the beginning of the computer era, right? The
Oh,
late
yeah, of
70s?
course. This is before the computer came out. You know, the computer was always out with the government.
I told y'all, see, she's gonna speak on how she made this book. And I told y'all she made this prediction before all this happened. Like, yo, it's crazy. How can somebody, yo, I say the same shit with the Byron Trump time travels book. Like I sat here and I read a good portion of this book and I'm stuck on stupid. Like, damn, like, do y'all really know? Like, yo, do y'all see what's happening? Is y'all aware about of what's going on around us? Do y'all know about, you know, who has the secrets of Tesla and much more now? Do you know about our histories? Do y'all know our roots? Do y'all know our native tongue? Do y'all know anything about us? How can you know? How can we want to know about our future if we don't know nothing about our past? We don't know nothing about our history. But we're thinking right away about the future. We don't even understand what's coming our way yet. Why? Because we don't even know our past. We don't know our history. We don't know nothing about our ancestors. Shout out to those of y'all that have done your research and are out here learning and educating yourselves.
But this is before it became commercialized with the public. But me being a prodigy, a visionary, a seer like Tesla, like Leonardo da Vinci, like H.G. Wells, I'm already seeing 100 years into the future. And I'm writing about something that people don't even know. They don't know the binary codes are the 1 and the 0. You see the green binary codes? It's not a recipe.
Right.
We're talking about mathematics. We're talking about science fiction. We're talking about a story, spirituality versus technocracy, or spirituality versus technology. Do you see what I'm talking about? I'm talking about virtual reality before you guys even know what virtual reality is, and hologram clones before Tupac's concert. Did you see what I'm talking about?
Way far in the
yeah, they read my book.
And this is why I saw a lot of people like this technology existed in a way. Like, it's crazy because she didn't even know about the technology existing before she predicted this. It's all existed. All you got to do is sit here and do your research. Figure out what 2 and 2 is. And then right there, you've got your answer. It's all up to us if we really want to figure out what's going to happen next.
They read my book and got the idea.
So what was the storyline? What was the name of the first book? That's how I want to go to the first book.
It's called The Third Eye Matrix and Terminator. Terminator End Time Revelations.
So it actually has the name Matrix and Terminator in the title?
Of course.
Holy cow. All right.
You never read the book. If you had got the book, then you would already know the answer to this. Listen to me.
Okay.
The whites always do this. The whites will see a movie and they'll research to see if it's a book available. Then they'll go read the book so they can have every detail because they know a movie is no more than 1 hour and 36 minutes, no more than 2 hours and 10 minutes at the most or the max. So if there's a book, they're going to go and see the movie because Lords of the Ring was a book before it became a movie.
Correct.
The Pelican Brief was a book by John.
I agree with her, but you know what's crazy? We live in an era where nobody wants to pick up a book and read it. They want to go straight to the movie. So a lot of people, once again, are ignorant to the facts. And it's been like this for a while. I don't know where in time everything got messed up. Somebody out there knows. Somebody out there can give a better perspective than me on what I'm talking about. I already know it. But what's crazy is all this has been put in front of our faces.
Grisham before it became a movie. The Firm by John Grisham before it became a movie. The Maze book, the Maze movie. The Gravity book, the Gravity movie. So now I'm asking you, V for Vendetta, the English writer Alan Moore's book before it became a movie. Right. Cloud Atlas, David Mitchell's book before it became a movie. So how can you miss the fact that the Matrix and Terminator wouldn't come from a book?
Come from a book, right? That's a whole fact. Okay.
Yeah, how could you miss that?
I just said that.
A book and a copyrighted.
I just said that, but you know what's crazy? The way I just said it is that a lot of people are too lazy to pick up a book. And it's facts. A lot of people are too lazy they're not going to think about, oh shit, let me see if they're, half these kids don't go visit the library. Half these adults don't go visit the library.
Book in a copyrighted script.
Right.
And so the people who adapted it to the screen, all they did was a filming. They didn't do any writing. They didn't do any creating. They didn't do special effects and graphics. All they did was film it. Just like you go outside right now, like you take your camera, your Apple, and go outside and start filming. You didn't film the source work. It was already there. You just went up there and made a movie of the source work.
Okay.
You didn't create the source. It was there. You just went and filmed it.
Understood. So,
yeah, but I know you never think about it like that, right?
I didn't, because you know what, I get what you're saying. There's a lot of readers that's in the chat room right now, and they actually know. They always reference, "Yo, the book is always better than the movie." And you're right. I've never heard about a Matrix or Terminator book before the movie, so that makes sense what you're saying now. I'm not a reader like that, so I wouldn't direct say, oh, I was going to see that. I seen the Matrix by accident. I just went to the movies, seen this thing, and I was probably going to go see something else. And then I wound up going into that theater and then coming out like, what the fuck did I just see? I think that's what happens to me, if I'm not mistaken. So that concept must have been really deep in that book.
Now yeah, because it's amazing. It is deep in the book, because the word matrix is a 7,000-year-old word for the woman's womb. Do you know the matrix?
I want y'all to really listen. Let me come up. I want y'all to really pay attention to what she's about to say here. And for those of y'all that doubt what she's about to say, go search it up. Go to the library, pick up a book. And I'm talking about the dictionary. Go pick up that book and read it and look up the word matrix. Yo, I'm dead serious.
Matrix is the woman's womb. It's meant
about a Matrix or Terminator book before the movie. So that makes sense what you're saying now. I'm not a reader like that, so I wouldn't direct say, oh, I was going to see that. I seen the Matrix by accident. I just went to the movies, seen this thing, and I was probably going to go see something else. And then I wound up going into that theater and then coming out like, what the fuck did I just see? I think that's what happens to me, if I'm not mistaken. So that concept must have been really deep in that book. Now
yeah, because it's amazing. It is deep in the book, because the word matrix is a 7,000-year-old word for the woman's womb. Do you know the matrix is the woman's womb? It's mentioned 5 times in scripture, 3 times in Exodus, 2 times in Numbers. Come on, think about that. Exodus 34th chapter, 19th verse, God says he who opens up the matrix, opens up the woman's stargate, her portal to bring babies into this earthly dimension. Come on, it's the woman's womb.
Y'all hear what she's saying? Is y'all listening to what she's saying?
The difference between a man and a woman is not the vagina and the penis. It is the womb, the matrix. A woman can have a baby. A man will never, ever have a baby. He will never have a womb.
Do y'all hear this? And it's coming from her. Yo, I'm glad somebody else is saying it. For those of y'all that sat here and gave a Shorty a little lashback. See, that's why I wasn't worried about it. I don't come at people and I don't listen. I speak my mind. I say how I feel, but I ain't judging you. Listen, you think how you think, but at the end of the day, do your research, man. Do your research before you end up in a ditch making history.
He will never have estrogen flowing through his body to expand that womb for 9 months or 36 weeks. He will never have any breast milk. He will never have a feeding tube called an umbilical cord. Without that feeding tube, nothing is coming in here to Earth.
Right. And you detailed all of that in the book.
That's right, of course.
Wow.
Of course. Not only do I detail it, I show it. I show the symbolism where the man's hands is holding up under the woman's womb, the matrix. And the red and the blue pill is in there. That's where the red and blue pill, I'll be back, is there. Come on, are you kidding me? All the characters, all the graphics, and the special effects, and Black superheroes in leadership role, and the agents are the white guys. In white science fiction, There are no black superheroes in leadership roles. There are no
Right.
black people in white science fiction. They die out the first 10 minutes of the movie. If you miss the first 10 minutes of the movie, you're not going to see a black person because there's Superman, Spider-Man, Iron Man,
Right.
Batman, and Rocky saving the world. Come on.
She said Rocky.
Matrix is the first time you got to see yourself as a superhero leader.
Which was, so Morpheus being who he was, the black guy, was Neo supposed to be black too?
Oh, come on, Neo was black. He had a reason. There's a lot of black people with white skin. His father is Asian Polynesian. What do you think a Polynesian is? Go over to Hawaiian and see what them.
She said Neo is black. There's a lot of white people with black skin. Yo, I love her. You gotta love her. I'm telling you.
Some Polynesians will say to you, are you kidding me? I come from a military law enforcement family.
Okay.
In the military, we've been everywhere, all over the globe. Everybody's black. The only people you see in propaganda for the videos, for the tourists to come over to the countries, is the white-skinned people.
Right.
That's all. But they got the majority of the country is black. Ask in the military. Ask the military. They're only up here with white skin is getting white privilege in America.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are kidding me. I just cannot believe the ignorance of people.
Right.
They've been programmed.
Yo, I've been said that. Shout out to Tom McDonald for putting that shit out on a song. He says it himself. The world is programmed, brainwashed.
As in the movie, we understand, or as in your book. Let's stay on the book. Let's not even get to the movie. So tell me more about that concept of the being plugged in from the Matrix. Was that more about the woman connection as you just explained? Because that makes sense to me the way that you just explained.
Well, what it's telling you is with the Matrix is that the female or the feminine energy is the energy of creativity. And you know this from ancient Egypt or the Egyptians.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout part 2, part 3, and now part 4 of this live, I've been mentioning ancient Egypt. I want y'all to go do y'all research on ancient Egypt. I'm telling y'all will love the knowledge y'all get. Everything you learn, you're gonna learn so much. I'm telling y'all.
The male energy is not the creative energy, it's the female. Because if you look at in the Matrix, it says all who opens up that womb come out, including the animals. Who have a womb? A horse has a womb, a sheep has a womb. Do you understand? It's the queen bee that has a womb that create all those bees. If the queen dies, that's the end of the colony. Come on now, get out of here.
Understood.
Look around you. Everything is coming through a womb,
Mm-hmm.
a stargate, a portal. The earth is a physical domain, and coming through this portal, you're going to be born into this.
This is right here for those out there that are not free thinkers and do not do their fucking research and always end up in a ditch making history. I'm telling y'all.
Physical domain. And you got to have a body here to operate. You're not going to get a body from a man. Come on now. You're not getting nothing from a man but some seeds.
Facts on top of facts.
This is fact. Like you drop. I knew you was going to drop a lot of facts today, but I'm listening because I'm learning at the same time.
Me too.
And the storyline to how you. All right, so it was Matrix and Terminator was together. Obviously, they made two movies, series out of that.
Terminator and Time Revelation. Terminator is where the prophecy is. I wrote the second coming, of the evolutions of consciousness, man versus the machine. So John Connors grows up to be Neo, one and the same in the Matrix.
Now, for those of y'all, I've been saying this, throughout a lot of lives, I've said this. The Matrix and the Terminator are one. It's one saga. I said that John Connor grows up to be whatever his name is, the The chosen one on the Matrix. I'll be forgetting his name. Neo, my bad. That's crazy. But a lot of people are asleep. That's why, yo, listen, I love reading. And when somebody comes tells me some shit, I'm like, yo, show me the proof. Because I can show you mines. But I want to see what you got first. Because maybe you could teach me something I haven't learned yet.
Do you understand? The prequels to the Matrix is the Terminator, because that's the beginning of the epic story. It's past, present, and future time travel. So the machines, here's the Oracle's prophecy that a baby is going to be born that's going to destroy them. This is here is the science fiction here. Catch this science fiction. That a baby is going to be born to destroy the machines when they enslave mankind. Because now in the future, which is called the Matrix, the machines is warring against man. But they know in order to prevent this baby, this savior, this hero from coming to the earth, which I identify with Muhammad Ali, because the book is dedicated to him and my two children, because he's a Black living superhero in the 80s. And I'm engaged to marry him. I'm with him from 1980 to 1983.
Oh.
That's a fact.
He's a living hero upon the earth. The role model for the Neo character.
Oh, wow.
Think about that for a moment.
Yo, that's crazy. You see, you learn something new every day, y'all.
Right. And so the machines have to time travel naked without shame, because the machine doesn't have a soul. It doesn't know it's naked
And
until
that's
it's
why
told
the
to put
Terminator
on
would come
some
down
clothes.
without clothes. Wow.
That's right. That's why he's got to put on clothes. He's naked without shame. Because how are you going to come in here? You come in here through the portal naked. Everything does. Come in naked without shame. The only one that has shame is the living souls of the living beings. And what does it do? The Terminator is looking for Sarah Connor, because he knows Sarah Connor is going to be the baby that's going to birth Neo, JC, John Connors. They're looking to kill her. So John Connors, who grows up to be Neo, one and the same in the Matrix. Because what happens is, the first two Terminators movies, you see Sarah Connor. She falls in love with this man, Kyle Reese. He time travel. He's a rebel in the future, going to war against the machines. And what does he do? He goes to the past. He catches up with Sarah Connor. He falls in love with her while he's protecting her, gets her pregnant, but he has to go back to the future. He can't stay in the past. Now it's the Immaculate Conception, because now she doesn't know where this man has and where he disappeared to. But now she knows she's pregnant with this baby. And this baby is important because machines are trying to kill the baby, the teenager.
Yo, that shit is crazy. Imagine just walking around one day, you just meet somebody, right? And you thinking of somebody that is from the present, your time, but find out to be that it's somebody that's from the future. They say time travel exists. Like, listen, if y'all haven't read it yet, go look up the book. A book called, I think it's called Byron Trump and Time Travels, something like that. I gotta look it up because I did the when I ordered it on Amazon, I did the audio. So I gotta look it back up because it's on my Amazon. But go if y'all type that in, the book will pop up. So all this knowledge is out here, and we're focused on all the wrong shit. We really need to re-educate ourselves.
Trying to kill the man child, and then he's hitting over into the Matrix. And when he reaches the age of 30 years of age, the rebellion reloaded takes place. Morpheus finds him, take him to the Oracle. He's trained to fight the machines.
All right, can we let's stop right there. The Oracle, which is one of my favorite characters that I've seen. Is that as closest to how you had it in the book? About
Are you kidding? There is no listen,
So
y'all
there's
need
no
to get off of
separation?
this mess.
No, no, no. Listen,
Stop,
talk to me like I
stop.
don't know. Talk to me like I don't know, because I don't
But
know.
stop. Don't ask questions, but don't give comments.
Nah, but
Because
you saying y'all like I don't know. I'm really this
yeah,
is my first time.
but you need to ask the question, but not tell me something.
Okay,
Because
all right,
these
so, go ahead.
people never that filmed it never created anything.
Right, but I don't
They
want to
don't
keep
have a
listening
script.
to. I want to hear your story.
So right now, for those of you that are about to get confused, just in case, she's talking about her book, right? She's speaking on how Hollywood stole her book. They never made a script for this movie like they told us, like they made us to believe. They copyrighted her book and did a movie detail by detail. And she won that lawsuit. They had to pay her money. She got back a good compensation, she said. She got a good amount of money. And as she should. As she should. And what's crazy is everything that she talked about back then is coming to life here now. She really had a vision back then. This is crazy. I wonder how, like is there people nowadays in this era that could really have visions? I'm asking a serious question, like, and I'm not talking about them fake people out here that charge people money for this and that. No, I'm talking about, like, is there really people out here that have visions? I'm just curious. I want to know.
Wait.
I want
They
to hear
don't
your
have
story
a
first.
script. They don't have a script.
Right.
They never wrote a book. They never wrote a script. They never wrote a book. They don't have any copyrights. They didn't even know the word matrix came out of the Bible. They thought that they could actually copyright the word matrix and take it as their own. They didn't know it was a generic, just like cola is a generic. No one can copyright or trademark cola. You can Pepsi Cola, Coca-Cola, Shasta Cola, RC Cola. I copyrighted and trademarked the matrix.
Right.
Do you understand?
I understand.
Anytime anybody come in there after me and try to get a copyright, it's called a counterfeit. It's the same thing that Little Nas did with Nike. Nike already existed. Come on.
Oh, shit.
Nike was already copywritten and trademarked. So how are you going to come and take a Nike shoe, put some blood on it, and then change the decorations of it? Because that's what thieves do.
Right.
That's what a thief does, and Mischief, the company.
Mm-hmm.
And you're counterfeiting. It's just like you already know Versace is.
That's facts, yo. Like right now, she's hopping right into the fairy tale of Aladdin. I don't know if y'all understand. Like, damn, thieves in the night.
You already know Gucci exists. You already know Samsung and Microsoft. So you're going to take a product from there that's already copyrighted and trademarked and alter it and sell it? Come on, are you kidding me? If the movie came second and my script and book was the primary source and primary copyright, then anything you do next is called a derivative, right? It's called secondary. A derivative is something that's done second.
Toma, for those of y'all out there that keep saying, I could do this, I could do that. No. If you know your rights, if you know your laws and your bills and your constitution, you can actually fight this in a court of law real easily if somebody